hello, welcome to the live stream. I don't think I've really mentioned how weird sometimes my whole brain can be. I do want to apologize. My voice has already given me a lot of issues. I know excuses, but for those of you watching this live later on YouTube, I usually am a little bit more energetic than this, but due to some factors, I'm not really going to be too crazy tonight. Real quick reminder, I am on Facebook and Twitter, as well as Twitch. If you are new around here, check those out. Links in the description below, or you can subscribe and hit the bell icon if you're new watching this on YouTube. The main reason why I decided, for whatever reason, to do this tonight, I don't really have a reasoning for it, just something really inside me was like, just do it. So here we are doing it. I will be having my phone on standby a little bit, so that way I can kind of mix things properly. It's been a while since I used these. Are these still even charged? Oh, by golly, they are. It's blinding me a little bit, but that's fine. So I'll be using some old earbuds here. Ew, they are disgusting. I'm going to be using some old earbuds here in a vain attempt to mix this properly live. So don't question it too much anyways. You can question it, just not too much. You know what I'm saying? But what we're going to do tonight, or today, or now, is we're going to go through each one of these co-op commanders in the order that they are. To give you guys a brief rundown, we got Jim Raynor, or James Raynor. We have Kerrigan, Queen of Blades. We have Artanis, Hierarch of the Daylam. I forgot, Renegade Commander. Swan, Chief Engineer. Zagara, Swarm Brood Mother. We have Vorazun, or Vorazun, Matriarch of the Nerazine. We have Karax, which is a Kalai Phase Smith. We have Abathur, Evolution Master. We have Alarak, High Lord of the Tal'Darim. We have Nova, Dominion Ghost. Stukov, Infested Admiral. Phoenix, Purifier Executor. Dahaka, Primal Pack Leader. Han and Horner, Mercenary Leader and Dominion Admiral. Tychus, Legendary Outlaw. Zeratul, Dark Prelate. We're going to go ahead and start off with Raynor to start this completely off. As a brief guideline, so to say, every single one of these characters I will specify if I'm going to be using a more stock standard strategy or if it's more of a weird strategy. I will be playing most of these characters how I normally play them, so if it seems a little weird, that's probably why. Let's see here. I will go ahead and upgrade the sound of the game just a smidge. I do apologize if there's going to be a lot of typing on my keyboard. That's unfortunately the way this game is, and I don't really have a way to counter that a little bit. I don't think I have a way to counter that at all, actually. Just set my phone up over here. Whoop, don't fall. I totally forgot I even had these Bluetooth earbuds, to be honest. Totally forgot about it. I don't know why I feel a little weird having them in my ear, but so in total there are 16 co-op commanders. I'm going to be playing Jim a little bit more stock standard, if you will.
Not enough minimum.
This particular map, I usually... Hang on a second.
Rages, commanders. His forces descend upon the Zelnaga temple as we speak. It is yet to fall, but it will not last long. Your objective is to defend it until its activation.
We will do our best to prevent its fall. Chrono Boost online. Our structure should now operate at a greater efficiency.
Additional supply.
Sorry about that. I forgot that my hotkeys are kinda some of the game's hotkeys.
Not enough minimums.
My bad. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to go to gas right away. We're going to get this barracks up and going as soon as possible. And then we pretty much go back and forth, build Marine, SCV. You could, like, kind of rush out an orbital command center. Either way, it should be fine. Let's go ahead and use supply depot there, get another Marine going here. The Marine call down, or the Marine time to build, is actually a lot faster. It's 10 seconds versus 17, so you can get about 2 of those per one SCV. So it's a little weird. Let's go ahead, build this engineering bay. I like to go about 4 Marines and then get that tech lab. This could be really good. I think as far as listening to this, I'm not going to listen to it the whole live stream. I'm just going to listen to it just long enough to kind of get an idea of how loud it's actually going to be. Let's get an orbital. Let's go ahead and stim these guys. Get a medic or 2.
Our foe is making their move. We must be ready.
Foe is making their move. Yay. So exciting. Now, if you're playing Karax, typically you probably should defend against the first wave, but either way, I'm fine defending it or not. I'm not trying to call him out on anything, but Banshees are coming up pretty quickly. He's got it. I'm going to go and help him clear his... Go ahead. Now we are starting to get a ton of resources, so might as well use that to our advantage. I like to go about 6 rack is what I like to go with. Get a second engineering bay. Thank you, thank you. You're welcome. Let's get our guys over here. Oh no. Well, I just lost all my force. That's fine. Let's do that, and then those 2 like that.
The temple's Zenithstones are reacting to our actions. I suggest demolishing them for safety's sake.
You get more research stuff here.
Not enough minerals.
Don't worry, we're demolishing them.
Not enough minerals.
I'm listening to the, like, delayed audio, if you will. It's weird. Let's get those researches.
What's going on?
Can you please come down over here,
Not
actually?
enough minerals.
Hybrid detected.
Hybrid. Oh,
Eyes
great.
open. We got hybrid out here.
You have successfully shattered a Zenith Stone. 2 more await you. The temple is beginning to awaken. It won't be long before
Temple's
it
beginning to
activates itself.
awaken. We do have to worry about eventually some thrashers. Run away. Okay.
Not enough minerals.
Now we do kind of have to worry about some nukes. I'm not all too worried about that at the moment, though.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Things are going not too bad. I'm waiting to hear what the, I think we already had some, but oh well.
Not enough minerals.
I was referring to a hybrid, by the way. I lose my train of thought sometimes and don't finish my sentences. I'm terrible for doing that. I apologize. That was loud.
Amon is assailing the temple with a
Anytime,
It has
bud.
to be eliminated.
Activating chrono boost now. That should greatly
Let's go ahead and
increase the
start
output
queuing up a
our
bunch of
structures.
SCVs, get those going.
Not enough minerals.
Thank you.
Not enough minerals.
Move back, move back.
Void Thrasher
Okay,
eliminated.
move them back over this way. Don't know why I did that actually.
Additional supply depots required.
Okay, let's build up our first factory. Keep getting more and more SCVs. We got these lovely green construction vehicles helping us, so we're good with that.
Our allies are being attacked.
He seems like he's fine, right? I'm a horrible teammate, I know. Actually, right there.
New hybrid signature detected.
We cannot allow the hybrid to overwhelm us.
I remember all the different, we got a hybrid, never mind. I was about to say, I remember all the different weird patches they've came out with. Like, I remember, like, when the Hyperion wasn't as nerfed as it is now. I say that very lightly, because it's, memory's a little foggy about it, to be honest. It's still pretty OP though. I mean, the one thing I really... Yeah, I need to turn down a little bit.
Count on me.
The way that battle cruisers work right now is they're able to shoot and fire at the same time, and that's pretty good. Oh. I forgot about ghosts. I don't believe, no, we cannot. Actually, no, I want you to do that, and then I'll have you do that.
Your forces are under attack. Add-on complete. Command center upgrade complete. Marking
I'm wearing so many hats right now.
Marking location now.
Then let's take him out.
Actually, let's put that on 5.
The temple is halfway toward activation. Maintain our defenses, commanders.
Not enough.
These are looking not too bad. Not great by any stretch of the imagination, but not terrible.
Our allies' base is under attack.
Actually, let's go ahead and get that bad boy again.
Void Thrasher. It will severely harm the temple for as long as it lives.
Why am I having weird, like, connectivity issues? Woo! Woo! Micro in that micro step, man. Okay. Start getting a couple of those.
Enemy drop pods incoming.
This is typically what my strategy is, I'll be honest. Ready.
Chrono boost active.
Only one of the unstable zenith stones remains.
Enemy drop pods incoming.
Okay.
before it deals too much damage.
Let's go ahead and lift that off. Set that back down. Land these Vikings, I suppose. I found out something rather interesting the other day. Apparently, siege tanks have more single target damage, like DPS, versus like in tank mode versus siege mode, which is really weird.
Stay frosty. My adjutant's reporting hybrid.
Upgrade complete.
Put those over there. Hyperion's still kind of doing its damage over here. I need to do just a little bit more. Uh-oh, there's the nuke. That was close. I think the audio sounds pretty good right here. I wanted to kind of get it going on the first one just because, and then from here on out just kind of focus on the live stream and focus on what we're doing.
Hybrid energy signature detected.
Hybrid? Just
Nah.
what we needed.
You're good.
Avoid Crasher's death has been confirmed.
Uh-oh. Forgot about that. Give a bunch of Marines here. Oh my gosh, look at that heavy ordnance, dude. By the way, I said gosh, in case anybody's curious. Alright. Ready, go for it.
Online. Our structure should now operate at a greater efficiency.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Must end its assault.
Warning.
Let's get those, get those.
Hybrid. Warriors, stay on guard.
Get a couple extra supply depots. We don't really need that many supply depots, but I do need more medics though. That is the problem that we're currently experiencing. Run away. That'll work.
Avoid Crasher slain.
Alright, everybody head back to base. Supply limit reached. Okay, so this is my normal strategy that I've always gone with. This is like my gold standard, if you will.
Commanders, it is almost time.
Let me just spam down a bunch of marine or
Now let's finish this
mules.
thing.
Excuse me. I usually have always gone with Marine, Marauder, Medic, pretty much anything that starts with the letter M, Vikings, and siege tanks to get that little bit of extra firepower for the air. Okay, I'm going to be microing battles on different fronts here. I do apologize if this is a little difficult to watch. Where's that nuke? Nuke? Don't see it, so it must have been stopped.
It pains me to see the Zenith stones destroyed, but it had to be done.
There we go.
Right on. The objective's down.
A void thrasher has been slain. New hybrid signature detected.
Dang it.
If we work together, they should not be too serious of a threat.
There we go. Not too bad, not too bad. Everybody stem pack up before they start showing their ugly faces. Come here, little hybrid. It's 5, Dustin. I think even if this Thrasher were to survive, I think we got this, no problem.
Our allies' base is under attack.
Let's move these siege tanks in a better position. Oof.
Chrono boost activated. Our structure should research and create units much more quickly.
It's the ghost. Right there. A little more. There you go. Got him. Nice. Send out the GG.
Banshee airstrike ready for deployment.
Yeah. I'm not too fond of my base anymore. Who cares if it dies? You know?
The temple has been
Who cares?
tried. Its activation will eradicate Amon's remaining forces. Well done, commanders.
Is that the... Okay, I think that's good enough for a hearing on it. That's fine. Let me see. Put my headphones down over here. I'm going to grab my actual headphones now and actually play the game. Listen to the audio. So, again, not really explaining a whole lot. This is always my biggest pet peeve against myself. I don't really explain exactly what I'm doing. Jim Raynor, I've always really used Marine, Marauder, Medic, Siege Tank, and Vikings. Some of the weirder strategies that I personally have used, Medic, Marauder, and Battle Cruiser is a weird strategy. Even Medic, Marauder, and Viking is a fun strategy to use. You could go completely defensive on that map. I chose to go more offensive. I could have just put bunkers everywhere, at least on my sides, as well as siege tanks. Jim Raynor's really good at doing that with missile turrets as well, kind of getting a baseline sort of strategy. And typically with all my commanders too, I usually have 15 points associated with each of these. So those are the perks that you get for Jim. Moving on, let's go to Kerrigan. Kerrigan is the first person on our list here that she is an independent character that you can control. Her units are Raptors, which are pretty much Zerglings but can jump up and down cliffs. Queens, which are really, really essential. Hydralisk, Mutalisk, Broodlords, Torask, which is an Ultralisk. Overseers, Lurkers, Spine Crawlers, Spore Crawlers, and Omega Networks. The strategies that I've always really used with Kerrigan has been Hydralisk, Ultralisk, and herself with a couple of Overseers, so that's what we're going to try to do now. Recently, with the way that I have felt with the Omega Networks, you can use those to your advantages and forget Overseers entirely. Only because Overseers are detectors, but so are these Nidus networks. They are considered detectors, so there are something definitely to consider instead of the Overseers. Let's see. Now we are going to play with a person called a Revolution. This map is more defensive style. So we're probably going to go with lurkers more than anything else. Lurkers for static defense, overseers for detection. We'll pretty much run with Kerrigan and maybe a small hit squad during the daytime. Or I could just go straight defense and have him do all the building crushing, which I might end up doing that. Kerrigan as defense is a weirder type of a strategy anyways. I'll let him know I've got defense. So let's go ahead and send out that and then tell him I'll defend.
Listen up, commanders. We've got a serious level of infestation here, and we need to burn it out.
Yeah, I can't do that. Hang on.
These monsters are dangerous at night, but they burn out during the day. That's when we'll torch the infested structures.
Not enough minerals.
So I like to go with a little bit of a different strategy as per usual. I never really like to stick to what is known as the meta. Ow, sorry. I like to go 2 overlords in co-op missions. Never recommend doing that on the ladder. You'll probably lose a couple of matches, I'll be honest. But I usually, this map, you're not going to get an expansion. That's the only downside to this map. You're not really going to get that, unfortunately. So I like to take the 3rd gas geyser relatively early on, knowing that I'm going for more of a gas-heavy army with Hydralisk and Lurkers. As far as static air defenses, we're probably just going to go with Spore Crawlers. Queens will help with spreading the creep a little bit, getting Spore Crawlers in front, maybe a couple spines, as well as the Lurkers. Main goal while trying to execute this strategy is to try to get this first defense and the second defense before night 2. Night 2, this ramp gets destroyed, and by night 3, all remaining barricades are destroyed. So you want to try to get that as soon as possible. Let's start hatching up a queen. I don't know why I'm getting some sort of weird, like, ping. I don't know if that's me or if that's them. It's like when I go to tell it to do something, there's like a very, very slight, see that? Very slight delay.
We're almost out of daylight.
Call me privileged, if you will. Internet privileged. See, watch, ready? I'm gonna tell them to go over here. 3, 2, 1, click. Slight delay. When you're playing in like a master league or anything like that, which I am not, believe you me. I just play games because I love to. It can be very difficult to try to get anything done when you have that slight little bit of delay. It's really annoying. Let's immediately get this first upgrade, which is Heroic Fortitude. Gives Kerrigan 200 max life and 100% more life regen. Start upgrading melee claws as well. Although I don't think we'll really need that. Oh, it's a kaboomer. There we go. Tell Kerrigan to be on hold. Let's make a creep tumor over here. When you start teching up higher, get more drones. I think we can go straight to a lair, or excuse me, a hive. We can. That's good. Yeah, that slight little bit of delay is really starting to aggravate me. Oh well, I guess we'll have to live with it. So now we're starting to get a little bit more. Need more overlords now. Thankfully, the first, the way this works, it's kind of random as to what's going to be your first one. Thankfully, this is kaboomers. By that I mean special units. You have kaboomers, spotters, hunterlings. I feel like there's some more that I'm missing. I know there's like more of the later stuff that you don't really have to worry about right away, but okay, let me put this guy over here. I hate that little bit of delay, man. I'm going to be complaining about that a lot, sorry. The other ability is Chain Reaction or Chain Lightning. Yeah, Chain Reaction. When she goes to attack, it'll actually bounce from target to target, dealing less damage over targets. The last one is cooldowns and ability cost are 20% less. So we can do things like this. I hate that so much. I don't think it's me. I have a fairly good internet connection. Not trying to brag, but I'm being honest. Next, let's go ahead and get the Hydra Den. Probably really should be using my simulation aura because that allows you to get more resources really quickly. Pretty much give my ally the green light to go out there and just go nuts. We got the Hydralisk Den coming up. I don't think we'll really need anything else past that, in all honesty. Let's go over this way, I guess. Let's put a whole bunch of Hydralisks over this way. Let's send Kerrigan out with the last 3 seconds to get a little bit of a head start. Start getting rid of some of these buildings.
Head to these coordinates to start.
Get rid of that building. Get rid of that building. I'll just have Kerrigan do whatever she wants to do. Get a lurker den. Let's get one more drone and then just spawn a bunch more drones over here. Let's put that over there. Let's go with A and C, which is going to be missile attack and ground carapace, which makes them stronger. Let's go with one of those. Actually, 2 of those, rather. Oops. I'll have Kerrigan just move up over that way. Let's get them this seismic spines, which allows them to go 3 more distance. This is why Vespene gas is going to just kill us here. Costs 85 per one. That's even at a reduced cost.
We require more Vespene gas. Not enough Vespene.
Put that over there. Let's go over here. Place one there, one there. We'll do one there, one there. We'll do one, and no more.
Make it quick. We're making good progress, but there's still a lot of infestation to go.
Come on.
Required. Our allies are in combat. Immobilization wave is urgent.
Looks like we can find additional structures here.
I hate that little bit of lag. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm hung up over that so badly.
Completed.
Let's put one of you right here, one of you right over here, more of you right there.
Make the most of the day,
We'll go
It's nearly over.
one right there, one there, one there. Put a couple more spines like so.
Yes, I am the swarm.
Yeah, we don't really need detection if you can hit them.
This is crazy. Hold them
Seriously?
off. Like the hustle, but
Oh, apparently that will do it. That's weird.
it'll be easier to take out the structures in the daytime. I need answers.
The hive cluster is under
We might lose that one, so I do have to be a little bit mindful of that. These lurkers are going to be good, but against those guys, unfortunately, they're not going to be. If I can either add a couple more of those, as they're known as Pokeboys, or we can try to go with something different. I don't know.
The hive cluster is under attack.
Let's go like this, and then start getting some more Pokeboys. See, they're really good against these light units, to be honest. There's the spotters. They're a bit of a problem, I will admit. Let's go ahead and add in another one of these and another one of these. Make them a little bit more difficult to go around. Put them like that. Put these guys right down over there. Got a lot of Pokeboys. Get rid of this spotter here. It's really annoying. That's a lot of aberrations.
The enemy's biomass will provide us with... I struck the enemy. Kill them.
There we go. A lot of aberrations. Let's go ahead and get a bunch more of these.
Looks like
Wait, what? Oh.
piece of us too. Get those defenses in
Get a
place.
bunch more drones over here. Everything going good over down here? Yeah, I think everything's good down here. Oh my gosh. Alarak, which we'll get to in a second, but 215 kills, dang. Let's go ahead and start knocking down a couple of these buildings. Just because why not?
This may look bad, but it won't last much longer. Morning's almost here.
Y'all can't touch this. Uh-oh. You can touch me over here, though, apparently.
Let's get to work, commanders.
Apparently, yeah, I need to kind of prioritize some of the higher targets, so to say. When Kerrigan attacks, she gets this shell, if you will. Yeah, shell on her. Basically, the more shell that she has, it's like a temporary defense added to her. So you want to keep that up as much as possible, if you are able to. If not, then oh well. But it would be very advisable to do so.
The fight begins.
Let's go ahead and add one of these up here if we can. I'm getting lurkered up here. That's fine.
Detecting more structures at this location.
Let's go right over there.
The fight begins.
Okay. I'm gonna put just a whole bunch of spores up there, honestly. I'm gonna put these right over there. With Kerrigan, you do have that versatility of being able to defend with units and then just kind of have Kerrigan roam across the map. That is always a very, very good thing to be able to do. For right now, I'm just going to kind of stack on these leaping strikes and just do as much damage as possible. Does 345 damage. That's quite a bit. There we go. Can we get that lurker, please? There we go. Lurking around, you know. Being that weird little creep that he always wanted to be. Okay, let's go ahead and burrow those. Let's go ahead and bring more in here if we can. I don't think we can bury any more. Bury. That sounds weird. Let's go ahead and get a bunch. Oh, really? I need more overlords? Totally forgot I probably should have these guys over here. It isn't Terran, so we don't have to worry about as much nukes. We do have to worry a little bit, though. I think it's Protoss, isn't it? Or is it Zerg? No, it's Zerg. What am I thinking? Virophage. It's the bonus objective of this map. We gotta get it, but we have to get it at night, unfortunately. The most inefficient way to kill that building, but eh. Let's go ahead and use that again.
You just saved me a lot of trouble.
Have I really had that, like, not there that whole time? Really? 3, 4.
A barricade is under attack. Don't get too bold out there. If our base falls to the infested, this planet will be lost.
Well, I just lost Kerrigan. That's not good. Well.
Must I compensate for your weakness?
Yes. Apparently I didn't pay attention, I guess. Ooh, run away, drones. Okay. I'm gonna put them up there and then bury them. Let's go ahead and build up a bunch of these bad boys. we'll keep that side open, I guess.
Your efforts are futile.
The hive cluster is under attack.
Dang it, it's the one problem with this type of defense is they're all grouped up, so they all die pretty quickly, unfortunately.
Under attack. Our allies' base is
Whoa, we got a stank. Oh, nice. Let's go ahead and bring these lurkers back down over here, please. And thank you.
Are you kidding me? Amon wants to attack us now too?
Okay, let's put that one right there. Put that, and then we'll just build up a bunch more spores along here.
immobilization wave is
As well as maybe a couple of spines. Won't hurt. Anyways. I think I'm about to lose
Don't give up,
Kerrigan. Yep.
Commanders. This nightmare
Lost
is
Kerrigan.
about to end.
I don't know if it's my internet connection or if it's theirs. I really dislike it. Really dislike it. Put one more right there. It's the whole point of doing that. Let's go ahead and put a couple more overseers about. Let's put one like right up over there. Put one right up over here. And then we have all these other ones that we can use.
We're not done yet, Commanders. Here's some more structures to burn out.
Kerrigan had got defeated again.
I am beyond death.
Nope, I only want Kerrigan in there, please, and thank you.
Are in combat.
Oh, he did get the Virophage. It's good for him. I'm not really paying him too much attention. Apparently, the game felt like they needed to respawn another hybrid over here, so... where's all these guys? So what we'll do is
Our allies are in
put 2 more right there, and then we'll put 4 more right there. We'll get 4 over here.
I've got another sector with
Go
structures on
do
my side.
that. Oh, no, you need to bury down. I don't know why I keep saying bury.
Those shall become our resources.
This sounds weird to me.
Stunned. Strike
Probably for
now.
good reason too, I'll be honest.
Our allies are in combat.
So let's ooh. It's kind of a weird angle, but I think it would work.
We require more vessels.
Vespene gas cost is ridiculous to do this sort of strategy.
Out of energy.
I was like, oh yeah, it won't be too bad.
But we need to get the rest of it for this to work.
Literally all of my resources are pretty much going toward this.
Research continues.
It's weird that I can kind of like just plan out what I want Kerrigan to do next. There's this weird little lag, but that's fine.
Don't go out too far. There isn't
About to
much
get
time left.
the start of one attack for melee. Kerrigan apparently doesn't get any of the upgrades. That's a little alarming. Let's keep this freight train rolling. It's been a while since I said that.
No time like
Let's get that, and then let's just start running away.
Getting started.
boldly.
Our allies are in combat.
Alright.
Our allies are in combat.
I know I don't use the queen that much. Okay? Before anybody says anything, I can feel your comments preemptively.
Will be lost.
Okay. I know, I just use her for larva inject. Probably should use her for other things too, but yeah. Wow. That hurt. Yep.
Your queen.
Sure you want to do that at night, Commanders? The infested will be here any minute.
Not going too bad. A little stupid that they keep doing this thing on me though. Why is that guy going so fast? Immobile. Immobile? T-Mobile? Probably. Oh, this stank. Ooh.
But
Wow.
advice against it, commanders. It'll be easier to take out the structures in the daytime.
Already.
Okay, things are going pretty good down here.
Yes, I am the swarm.
I just want to put one more right there, you know. Looks like he'll be able to clean it up. GG, bud. Focus down that last structure and we're done, pretty much. I'll play GG. You too.
Sure you want to do that at night? That's the last of it. The planet's saved, commanders, and we have you to thank.
Thank you. Well, that wasn't too bad. Not the best I've ever played as Kerrigan before, but not horrible. Okay, dead of night. That's kind of where I'm at right now. It's 11:49 at night, PM Pacific Standard Time. I think it's standard. Can't remember if it's standard or daylight. It might be daylight, actually. No, standard. It's hard to tell. I know when the change occurs, but I think we're in standard time right now. The northern hemisphere, anyways. Enough rambling about nonsense. I'm going to try my best to explain my strategy with Artanis before we even get into it, because it's pretty broad for me. My first ever experiences with Artanis has always been Zealot, Dragoon, and High Templar, with an occasional like Observer for detection, maybe a couple Phoenixes, Reavers. I kind of pretty much use a little bit of everything from Artanis' playbook. Not to say that any one thing is great or bad. I forgot to do this for Kerrigan too. Here you go. Again, kind of half and half. Artanis' playbook is a little bit different in that when his units take superficial damage to the point that they would die, they don't. That is thanks to this ability here. They escape death and restore 15% of life and shields. I think one of the masteries you actually get a little bit more than that. It's not that. There it is. Shield and life restoration by another 7.5%. You could go all the way with it, but I'm not going to. That means that puts it at 22.5. Not bad. It happens only once every 4 minutes. So if your units are prone to being killed, you need to learn to control them a little bit better. It's just going to be my personal opinion. So we'll probably go with some Zealot. Probably go with Dragoons. It's been a while since I actually used Dragoons. I feel that they are a little underused in a lot of the game's meta these days, only because Archons are much more powerful. Dragoons have a lot more range, though, which do make them a little bit good. I remember one of my good friends, Sir Lefty, as you guys know him, when him and I would play StarCraft II, he would just do Artanis and Mass Dragoon. That was it. And a couple of observers, but that's it. Just Dragoon, because they are so OP. The range on them, plus you activate the Guardian Shell, they can tank anything. And StarCraft II is a numbers game. Sometimes the army with the most stuff wins, and you get like 50 Dragoons, you're pretty good against most of the stuff. But I'm going to go with pretty much the Protoss standard, if you can call it that, of just all ground, pretty much. Zealot, Dragoon, High Templar, Archon, there's a slash there, and then Observer. No real air, unless the mission calls for it. Because Tempest, they're pretty good and everything, but Void Thrashing. Probably not going to run with Tempests or anything slow like Reavers. Immortals might be okay. Reavers are just a tad bit slower, and you need a little bit more mobility in this level. If you guys are more interested in watching me do every single map as a live stream, let me know, as well as some like tips and tricks on how and when to do certain things. Please let me know. I'm more than interested to see what y'all have to say about that. But we're going to be playing with a Tychus, and a lot of Tychus players are very aggressive. I'm very interested to see what he chooses for his 5, but let's see. Get ready for my face to disappear.
Well, glad to see you two could make it. Been fighting these Void Thrashers for a couple of days now. Lost a lot of good men. The base won't hold out much longer. I need you to take out those Void Thrashers before they destroy what's left of the fortress.
Thanks, Sergeant Hammer. I usually don't do that. I just wanted to. Yes, I see it.
Get ready to welcome it, would you?
Now, I will say, as far as Artanis, you don't really have to use this power field much of anywhere else. So you pretty much place it as far over as you possibly can see from the Nexus, and then just build structures from there. I do like to add that pylon rather early on, although you don't really need to. It's just because I like to put that power field anywhere else, or at least have the ability to do that anywhere else. I like to, because I'm not going anything that's really crazy into gas to start off, I will open it up with a very stock standard one, but eventually get the second one here. I actually skip the forge in a lot of ways. I favor the cybernetics core to try to tech up to those late game units. You don't really have to, but I like to. I feel like it might be my computer the more I think about it. I don't know for sure though. I keep hitting S. It's weird. Whenever I play Terran, sometimes I'll hit E instead of S for the work units, SCVs, probes. I confuse those two hotkeys for whatever reason in my mind. It's very weird. Now, normally we'd get a forge by now, but I want to go straight to a Twilight Council. Continuing to add a couple of zealots. 3 or 4 zealots is good enough, I feel. I think even just 2 for the longest time should be fine over there. We're not really going to need air upgrades, in all honesty. Let's go ahead and get... I want to get this forge. See, Tychus is already out. Versus Zerg, so that's good. Even though it's not necessary, I will do my normal... if you can call it like a build structure, or like a block, if you will. Probably a waste to do that. Oh well. Let's see. But I like to have these 3 pylons here. It makes me feel good, you know? Because everything's about feelings these days. No, I didn't say anything. Don't worry about it. I'm a little tired. Don't mind me. So now I'm going to place this. The versatility of being able to place that anywhere on the battlefield is just absolutely essential. I'm going to try to avoid the Void Thrashers when they do that, because it's very loud and I'm not sure if it masks over my voice.
More rifts. Thrashers can't be far behind. Get ready to torch them, would you?
Okay. So obviously we're not going to run with just one gateway. I am saving up to get the Nexus. We currently do have solar bombardment, so that's good. We can use that. Let's get that Nexus up and going. What I like to do at my second location for Artanis, no matter what map you're playing on, place down a pylon or 2 at the very least. If you get attacked, you can warp in additional support immediately. So we do have 5 zealots here. I probably should have sent them over there, but I'm not paying too much attention. What I like to go with is 4 gates and then 1 robotics facility. Again, we're skipping all warp or stargates entirely, so we are going to omit building those. Need some help over there, buddy? I'll go help him. Go with a couple of Dragoons, because we are going to be using Dragoons here. Let's go ahead and do Whirlwind. I feel like we need that first. Dragoon, back up. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, these Dragoons are just completely OP, man. I wasted all those Zealots. They're all just gone. Let's start getting some upgrades here. We are going to get Whirlwind first. Follow this up with ground attack and armor. Gracias. I love the way that the voice is for Dragoons. ever since StarCraft 1 and Remastered. They're so good. Okay. We are going to go with a little bit of Immortals just for flavoring, if you will. Move back, Observer. I'll keep Observer on 2. Let's get Charge. Let's get Storm. We will get Armor for Air. Okay. I have returned. Wow. I will sit in this regen area though. It's always very, very much appreciated, no matter what commander I'm playing as. If you're playing as a commander that can heal, make sure you constantly heal your allies' units. They will appreciate it, believe me. We really need more gas. We got the Whirlwind. I hate this parasitic bomb. It's really annoying, really aggravating. Okay, let's go ahead and push forward. Let's go ahead and throw Solar Bombardment right down in the middle of all that craziness. Sorry if that's deafeningly loud. Let's go ahead and do Plasma Surge. Let's go ahead and do generate shields in combat. In combat? Is that what I read? In combat. I didn't know that. That explains more of why they're just completely OP. If I am feeling lazy and don't really want to worry about the Observer, never mind, lost it. If I don't want to worry too much about the Observer, I could always just have it go on to one of the Dragoons. And just be very careful about how I group it up. So now that we can do this, let's go ahead and start adding some more tech here. 2 more gateway. Should have done this a while ago, actually. Try to get this robotics bay. And then, just for added measure, let's go ahead and throw Chrono on these forges. Get some more tech here. What we're gonna do is I like to eventually add on more gateways, so I like to go 8 gates for most Protoss races, maybe even Karax. If I'm gonna go more of a mobile sort of attacking Karax, then I will do that. I feel like they're kind of carrying me through this, but that's fine. Okay, so he has Rattlesnake and Lieutenant Nakara. Those are both healers. Kinda curious as to why, you know. I'm not questioning it. It's not a bad way to... That's such a weird way to do that. Go ahead, shield. I feel like this Observer's gonna die. There we go. These Dragoons, man, they're pretty impressive. Look at how fast they regenerate shields, though, man. That's insane. That's just absolutely insane. Let's that's so weird. I don't know. I'm still blaming that lag.
We have slain a Void Thrasher.
I can only blame it for so long though before it starts getting annoying. Let's increase the movement speed of the things that do the thing. The observers.
Looks like we got several risks to deal with.
Oh, wrong. There we go. I love that you can just warp in units anywhere. That's really good. I lost my Archon apparently. Let's make another one, shall we?
Do me a favor. Torch that thing so I can rebuild it.
I will do my best.
That Archangel is on the move.
Ooh, got him.
It's gonna start repairing itself till it's under fire. Ha! Just goes to show, no piece of hardware is half as good as the pilot inside it.
Ooh, snap, dude. Well, I'm about to lose a couple of observers. That's fine. I don't need detection anyways. Jerk. Like I said, a lot of Tychus players are very aggressive, so I'm not really focusing all that much right now. And as you can see here, any given point in time, because these can hold 3 charges, I can warp in 24 units at once if I really needed to. So I will warp in a bunch of zealots to kind of get ready for the fray, if you will. Let's see. I kind of want to get a couple more immortals before going up there, but there you go. Well, that was kind of a little bit of a waste. Sorry if you can't hear me. Yeah. Show the thrashers who's bots.
Looks like there are 3 thrashers left. Time to drop that down to 0. Hey, the fortress is under attack.
Looks like we gotta defend this bad boy.
Send out the GG.
Hell yeah, we made it. Tell you what, next time y'all are in town, I'm buying the first round. And that's a promise. Haha.
Didn't even send back the GG. How rude. Joking. Like I said, a lot of Tychus players are really aggressive. I myself am very aggressive when playing Tychus. I have my moments though where I'm not as aggressive as most would play, but it's alright. It's all good. So